In the reports from each county on expenditures of state lottery funds last year, I actually looked that up, and Jackson County used 100% of their economic development funds for public safety. This was what they reported. During the 2014-15 fiscal year, Jackson County used the funds to promote business activities by providing a safe environment for businesses to operate in.
I saw that, yeah.
And I thought that that's very interesting. I don't know that that's been done before, but the state accepted that as a legitimate use of those funds. So that, in the future, would be an option for Josephine County. And, you know, for the past several years, we've been hearing that the biggest thing that's preventing businesses and professionals from coming to Josephine County is crime. So if that's actually true, then it seems obvious that the best use of the economic development fund would be to address the issue that is the biggest barrier to economic development. And I'm not suggesting that we do that this year, because obviously there's no proposals or plans to do that. But now that we know that that's possible, I would really like to see in next year's budget meetings proposals from the sheriff and from the juvenile justice, and see what kind of alternative uses we could do that would remove the biggest barriers to economic development, while at the same time improving public safety for all of our citizens. And just as an example, at our first budget meeting, Mr. Goodwin said that with $1 million more, we could reopen the Juvenile Justice Center, which would quadruple our capacity for detention for juvenile offenders. Plus, it would also get, since it's monolithic, it's not modular, but it would also give us the ability to shelter children who are at risk or in danger at home. And out of that $1 million that would be required, he said that there's a potential to get $300 to $400 from the state. So if we were to get the state grants and use $400,000 of economic development funds, that would only leave $200,000 to $300,000 that we would have to get from some other source. And, you know, if we're ramping up our timber harvests in a sustainable way, it seems like there is the potential to perhaps find money from other sources, and that could might be the biggest bang for the buck use. Or alternatively, you know, supposing we couldn't get the state grants, I'd like to know how many jail beds $400,000 might buy, because that would keep crime down and help. So I'm not suggesting that we do anything this year. I'm just suggesting that next year I'd like to see perhaps some proposals for that kind of use of these funds.
That'd be wonderful. I tell you, getting things opened up again. It's certainly sorely needed. I can't help but think, you know, that some people have stood here at this podium and argued that there is no crime problem, but hopefully most folks realize that that's not a good, rational analysis of what's going on here in the county, and we do have issues that we need to address. As far as the Jackson County, I'm not sure exactly what that means when they say they're using it for safety purposes. If that means it's going to the sheriff, or whether it's going to, I don't know, parking down. I'm not sure what they're referring to, but it's worth looking into, and I will certainly do